we've got a great week coming up in this community. Of course, next weekend we celebrate the Juneteenth celebration. The Juneteenth celebration, the 19th of June celebration, well, that celebration reflects the day in 1865, June 19th, 1865, when the last enslaved individuals of Texas were finally notified of their freedom 2.5 years after the end of the Civil War, when General Granger landed in Texas and declared all the slaves were free. And so it was a time of jubilation. And in Texas and other parts of the country, in the Southwest in particular, they celebrated as Juneteenth Day. But for many, it's the African American Independence Day across this country, as many communities have adopted Juneteenth as a way to affirm their own community. And that's why I, along with some others, Van Robinson and Jesse, that's why I was part of the original Juneteenth committee, the original founding of the Juneteenth celebration, because I thought it was very important that African Americans not only celebrate that part of their heritage, but right here in upstate New York in particular, we have a proud heritage to celebrate. That's why it disappoints me sometimes when I see that we don't live up to what we are, our heritage, what our greatness is, what we have proclaimed for us. And so I'm suggesting that as we think about the Juneteenth celebration this week, you've got so many new elements involved. It begins, of course, with the ancestors dinner at the Institute for Human Performance. Go to Syracuse-Juneteenth.org to find out the complete schedule. But we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got the health walk. We've got the health pavilion. So many different ways. And one of the things that I hope will continue to happen, well, I'll just say it. What I've been disappointed in the past is that too much emphasis has been placed on entertainment and not enough on the educational aspect. And I'm knowing that that is returning. There used to be, well, let's not talk about what there used to be. Let's talk about what there needs to be. And so if you haven't found a way to contribute, we hope that you will. But let me also say that I hope that this week, as we celebrate Juneteenth, we take an opportunity to look at reflecting on where we have been as a community, where we have been in our own families. This is a time for a mid-year review. I asked many of you to do a family mission statement. Well, this might be a good time to check in on the family. Where are we at mid-year? Are we where we want to be as a family? Are we where we need to be as a family? And if we're not, let's make the adjustment and get to where we need to be as a family. See, and what is a family mission statement? Essentially, it's a statement of what the family is. It's an affirmation of what the family is. And so I asked, and we did this in our home. Now I've got to look at the list and see how we've done. So I'm asking, look at how you've done it. If you haven't done it before, a family mission statement can be very simply this. The Kilpatrick family believes that A, we will work our best at everything that we do. B, that we will put education first. B, C, and I'm just throwing you out some ideas. We will put our family first, and we will put God first in all things. So, in other words, these are just some things, and then we look at those things and we check in from time to time on how those things have been done. That's what Juneteenth can be. If you look at some of the things, affirmation, affirming our place, affirming our destiny, affirming ourselves, and being proud of our culture and our heritage. I mean, just being proud, being free to be who you are, wherever you are, being as excellent as you know you can be. Not hoping and wishing and, no, you are excellent, you are great. And I want you to affirm that today and then reclaim it. Reclaim it if you think you've lost it. Reclaim your heritage if you reclaim yourself, if you let yourself get lost and delusional about thinking. Because sometimes in the dominant culture, sometimes who we are gets lost in that. That's what Juneteenth is. That's what we ought to be reflecting on. And then take a little time for some serendipity. What does serendipity mean? My sister, my kids are asking me about that. What does that mean? Well, that means that allow some room for whimsy in your life. Okay, what does that mean? What I simply mean is you need to have some room in your life where you just let it flow. Let it flow, meaning I'm going to go with this. As long as it's positive, affirming, and reclaiming, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. I'm going to do something new. I'm going to meet somebody new. I'm going to do a new thing today. That's what I'd like you to think about. And then I want you to think about the commitment. I want you to think about the commitment to yourself, to your family, to your community. Reclaim it. Reclaim it. Let Juneteenth be about that this year. And for those who are saying, okay, well, what about some of the knuckleheads that show up? You know what? Those knuckleheads are our kids, okay? And they didn't become knuckleheads because they were led that way. Well, in other words, they became, if they are knuckleheads, it's because it's something that we didn't do. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's something that we do. So let's not, first of all, call them knuckleheads. Let's call them gifted kings, gifted queens. Let's affirm that in them. Let's claim that in them, and let's make it happen. And let's watch how we talk to our kids if we don't know who they are and where they're from and what they're about. We can't just start chastising and telling them to sit down and pull their pants up if we don't know anything about them. We just think that we're going to get a peace patrol and tell everybody to go here and go there and tone and disrespectful. That's not working, folk. We have to understand who they are and show them some love. So that's what I want Juneteenth to be this week. Now, I also want one more thing I got to lay on y'all. One more little thing. Because June 10th is coming up. You know what? Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm hitting the big one. Oh, yeah. That's right. So if you see me anywhere this week, just holler at me. That's right. It's coming up Wednesday, June 10th. Just holler at me because you know what? It is my birthday. And I'm having a party all week. So holler at me. New inspiration for the